What if I help you find somebody else?
It's a nigga in the picture, ain't it?
No, it's not. Why does everybody keep saying that?
But did you find Jesus? Cause Jesus ain't never left
I've
you.
been had Jesus.
Jesus all about the fucking. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Well, I started out as an artist. I actually was the artist. And I had company and slash group. It was called Georgia Bound. It was getting our brothers out of using negative decisions. So it was like a little clique. Me and this guy named Joe and a couple other guys who I really don't even associate really with him no more. But either way, oh yeah, and Doc. Yeah, Doc, I can't forget him. We started with him. So we was doing music, man, and we ain't had no shows. Like, it was never nowhere to perform at, nothing. It wasn't nothing. So I was like, one day I went to because I always had the entrepreneur spirit, and I just actually went to a Black Renaissance meeting, and I was just listening to everybody talk, and this dude was the bartender, and he was just like, what are you here for? I was like, man, I'm an artist, man. I just want to do shows. He like, why you want to do your own show? I'm like, well, I ain't never thought about it like that. And at that time, I probably was like 22, 23, and I like, my money kind of tight. My money funny. I done just got married or whatever. So he like, look, you could just rent a club out. And I was like, man, I don't think I can afford a club. He's like, man, I own this club. I was like, wow. So, and long story short, I ended up doing an event. Shout out to DJ Quet. He's the first DJ I ever actually did an event with. We had about 200 and some people. And then I was like, and I counted the door, like, wow. I said, you know what I'm saying? That was good. He looked at me like, bro, you straight. So then a couple weeks later, he like, let's run it again. We ran it again, made some money. I was like, damn, I might be in the wrong business. You know what I'm saying? So after that, he came and told me, he's like, you pretty good at this club stuff. He said, how about I give you my Wednesdays? Not thinking that I did the event on like a Saturday, which is a good night. And I did Wednesdays, man, like 6-7 weeks in a row, man. It took me like probably 8 weeks to make just $10. And then one night after that, the club was just packed. And I was like, okay. And I remember standing up on the little stand, and I was like, and the dude, he used to be the cleanup guy. We used to call him Unc. He like, hey, bro, it's you. And the rest just been history. Like early on or like
early,
later on?
Started. Like, what was the earliest problem that you ran across when you first started?
I think back when I first started, it was the hunger was different, like, because it wasn't nowhere. And then it became oversaturated. So it was just like trying to fit everybody in. That was the hardest part. And everybody felt like I should be next. And then, a night can actually run out back then and you didn't get to get your go. You know what I'm saying? Because you took that chance when you came in there because it was an actual open mic. But now it's so saturated, well, you know what I'm saying, that it's like they over there doing it, they over there doing it, which is cool. And it's like, it's not treasured no more, like, you know what I'm saying, like it once was. Because, then you got club promoters. Like if a club promoter see an artist and the artist kind of like popping a little bit, they're gonna jump on it, and then that club promoter gonna say, well, that club promoter used them, so I'm gonna go and jump on them. Then they're gonna kind of, by the time the artists actually get a look, then they're gonna use them up, then it's just gonna be over with. You know what I'm saying? So it's more opportunity, it's a good thing, but then like, in an aspect as in like regular open mics, because open mic really is just for like practice. You know what I'm saying? It's like practice. And some people think they don't need to practice. Like I actually went to I just open mic like last Friday. And some artists actually need practice, need to get better. You know what I'm saying? But in people's mind, they have the entitlement that they're already somebody, but they're not. So,
There's a lot of that. Yeah. What is the Rain for Days necessary? Like, what is Rain for Days? Is it a label? Is it a promotion company? Is it just a company name? Like, what is the?
I mean, it's really everything. Like right now, it's music, it's marketing and promotion. Now we starting on rental property, and I just told you, maybe like in the next month is gonna be a club coming. So I mean, we just taking the brand and just stretching it in a way we can go or take it. That's just what we're trying to do, man, and just make it stronger. Like it's almost like a tree, or I could say an acorn. And you got 80 beats. You got my wife, which is Nika Monique, got her photography. You got the actual recording, like we got the recording artist. And you got Marc Raine, the artist. Like I'm actually an artist. So on the label, then we got other producers. We got CJ, we got Doc Bangers, we got Doc King. I'll make sure I don't forget nobody. That's it. Then we got our promoters. Then we got models. It's like a Cadillac, man. That Cadillac run. run smooth. You can pull a distributor cap out of it. Everything is important to it, you know what I'm saying? Just like a Cadillac. It's like a fine-tuned Cadillac. Of course, we're gonna have problems like everybody else, but it's just, it's a family and all. Like, we do stuff together. Like, we done been skating. We might go bowling. We might just go out and watch the game. I mean, we're a family too, so that's what make it hard. So when you have a problem, when y'all all family, you know. It was called Georgia Bound. Georgia Bound was actually my group, and I passed the torch to my brother-in-law and his best friend at the time, and it was Georgia Bound reincarnated, and we actually dropped the album, and they sold like, I think it was 3,000 copies on the street, just out the trunk. We was in front of every gas station, everywhere. And then I can go into the next artist was Dana Do. That was my female artist. And we just went from there to just doing different projects. Like, we had different mixtapes, Laugh Not Cry Later. We had Georgia Bound Takeover. I mean, not Georgia Bound, Rain for Days Takeover with just different artists in the city. We had Numbers Don't Lie. We had, that was another mixtape, and then we had actually Dana do project. It was called The Introduction. And what else? I'm trying to think. We had Real Armstrong. We had this project, Young Flying Paid. And with all these projects, this was like back in the days you actually do physical copies. I used to go to gas station to gas station to gas station to gas station, sell CDs. And I really could tell you how I used to double my CDs, but UPS would just take my CDs and they'll just throw them on the porch. And when they threw my CDs on the porch, I said I didn't get them, so I got a double order. So I was able to sell my CDs for like $2, and that's how I was able to. Everybody else was out there selling their CDs for $10, and I was selling my CDs for $2. That's how I was just selling so many CDs. That's how we came up with Numbers Don't Lie, because we was able to basically almost give our CDs away free. And we was actually getting the music out there, but we was able to sell them dirt cheap because UPS made a mistake and dropped my CD on the porch, and I capitalized off of it.
That's what's up. See, that's that mind of yours, man. You got that being out of mind, man. How many projects have you done, like, recently? Like, how many projects have you done?
The last project we did was my album, 40 Days, 40 Nights. It was Marc Raine. I became a fleet DJ a couple years ago, and I was talking to AD, and I was like, I want to do an album. I want to put it together. I want it to be my life, but other people telling the story. So it started off with him, we sat down, we came up with a couple things, put some ideas, and we like, so we just started picking out artists. So when I went to the Fleet DJ convention in North Carolina, I found a couple artists there, a couple of them in Augusta, a couple of them other places, and we just started getting verses. And then in the process of doing the album, I actually moved to Texas, so that made it even harder. We were just getting verses here, verses there, trying to put stuff together, and then finally I came back home and we started really rolling then. And 40 Days, 40 Nights.
Yeah, that's a good project, man. I actually got it.
Appreciate it, man.
So what's your best records on that you? I know that's your baby. All these songs is your baby, but like one record that you...
I like 99 and 100. It got Ugly Money, Nietzsche, or P Nice, whatever you want to call it. That's one album. That's one song I actually talked on a lot. I actually bought my drops. I mean, I ain't saying I was a lazy producer, but I bought my drops and everything. Hayes put me down somewhere to go get drops, and I actually talked at the beginning of it because that's my main thing, is just being 100. Like, I don't care how you can be 80%, 90%, but that still ain't 100. You could be 99.9, that ain't 100. You gotta be 100. You gotta be genuinely, because once you become family, you family. And when I feel like being 100, because when I rock with you, I rock with you. Well, I know you, I rock with you wholeheartedly. Yeah. Then once it's like you cross me, it's hard for me to kind of deal with you again. Right. So, and I say love is your action. That's what we pushing now. Love is action bearer shirts. Because you got to show me you love me. Show me you really rock with me. Show me you support me if you really rocking with me.
For anybody that's watching this, that's trying to join a label, like, what artists are you looking for? Like, what's the criteria, what they have to have?
First of all, this is one of my number one sayings. Is like, not that I'm better than you, it's just I work harder than you. That's one of my favorite sayings. And then another thing, people want to work with me, but when they find out they got to work, they don't want to work with me. Period. Because I'm gonna work. I'm gonna be. If you see me on the book or you see me on social media, I'm 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. Anything. I know Thursday. I got up Thursday morning. I ain't go to sleep to Saturday morning. You know what I'm saying? So if you're working with me, you're gonna work with me, and that's my main thing with a lot of artists. They don't really want to work, or they want to be in the studio all day. Like, you know me, I like to get up and go. Everybody got talent. What else can you do besides rap? Like, can you go out here and you push this? Can you market your merch? Can you invest in your merch? Can you invest in yourself? Can you uphold your image? Or you a likable person? You know what I'm saying? Do you have a real photo shoot? Or do you have real videos? I mean, so many outlets where people just think I'm in the studio all day. That's just it. Like, are you trying to get it on the radio? Are you trying to register it? Are you trying to get information? Are you listening to people? Do you have real fans? Or you got people genuinely judging your music? Or you got people who just your friends are going to tell you it sound good anyway? You know what I'm saying? But people, I mean, I know music is people baby, but you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, once you put it out there, it's not yours no more. It's everybody else's song, and they're gonna judge it. But people take it so personal. You get killed for this is somebody's song now. So I don't never tell nobody. I say it's alright, it's cool. Hey man, keep working. Like I never say I don't like nothing really, unless you're like my artist and we're working and I'm investing, and I can really like bulletproof give you that. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's somebody I know can just eat it. You know what I'm saying? Eat it. Yeah. But you know, amazing. Ben Powell, Big Nick, Fat Boy used to produce for Camouflage. They embraced us when we went up there. And Juju he's one of the club owners in Augusta. He's up there. Juju the Mastermind is one of my business partners too. The love up there, man, it was just crazy. I felt I never been to Statesboro and not felt like I was at home. Just like even with the people from Savannah, the whole 912 or whatever, I felt like I was at home. And it's amazing. I never believed you can get more love almost somewhere where you're not from than where you're from until I actually just like seen it. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? People like, you do this all the time? I said, yeah, I do this all the time where I'm at. You know? And I get love in Augusta, but it was just different. It was just a different type of love. I mean, if it's an artist, well, first of all, most artists, that's something we could actually really talk about. Because most artists don't even think of just to do their own show. Because I hear him scringing and fussing and bickering, and say, I don't get booked. Well, I told you when I first started, he said, why won't you just book yourself? You can book your club, you can get your DJ, you can get the security, you can pay your door person, and you can put you some opening acts together and see where you really stand at. But most people are not gonna put their money up because they want everybody to believe in them, but they don't believe in themselves. If you're not gonna put a couple thousand behind yourself, a couple bands behind yourself, like you do that t-shirt, like you do them shoes, like you do them rims, or whatever drug you're using, if you're not gonna invest that into yourself, you need to just quit. Like right now, just quit. But most people just want it just to be given to them. Like they come at me like, man, I'm trying to do my own show. And I was like, all right, we can work something out. And I'm gonna try to help them because I've been an artist before. People might look at it like, well, he's being mean. But I've been an artist. I'm like, look, bro, we can get some tickets. And you might sell 100 tickets. 20 people might come in. But you sold 100 tickets, you still can cover your overhead. You're not losing no money. But you got to get up to go sell those tickets. See, I'm from the era where we still had to pass out flyers. We had to put up posters. We had to actually sell our CDs. We had to mix and mingle with people. We just want no mouse clicker. Now it's the internet got people so spoiled, but they just sit behind it all day. So I think they just hit me up, like, Mark, I'm trying to rent the club out. And I'm gonna help you with it because I wanted to be successful. Because if you're successful, the club gonna be successful. I don't want you to lose. I don't want to see nobody lose. I done had them nights when you ain't getting no money, when you looking sick at the end of the night, when there's 5 or 6 people in the club at night, and you still gotta pay that security, you still gotta pay that DJ, you still gotta pay that bartender, you still gotta pay that door person, you gotta pay all the staff, and you still already might have spent a couple of $100 or $1,000 on promotion, or you still might have bought a flyer, you still might have got promo videos, and you still have to pay for all that. So I'm not in the business for nobody to lose, so I'm gonna help you try to accomplish all your goals. People just gotta hit me up. See, this that's like a lot of people that was on my label are my family. And right now, I'm at the point now, like I really don't want to deal with family to the business aspect. Like, cause you not working can make me not like you. That's just how serious I am in what I do. It will make me not like you, not want to be around you, not want to be at Thanksgiving dinner with you, not want to be at cookouts with you, not want to speak to you because you're not working, you're not reaching your full potential. Because I'd rather for you to hate me and be successful than be smiling in my face and be a failure. Because I'm not your friend. You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you the wrong thing, I'm misinforming you. So I really don't want to do a lot of business with family. Me and AD our working relationship has made us family. We didn't come into this as family, our working relationship. So it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And he just came along and kind of like, I think already was established, but I seen him working from afar. And I like, he working. He just need somebody else was in direction. I need somebody who want to work. So it just made a perfect match. And then he made it so I can worry about marketing and promotion, because he do 79 to 80% of all the music. Like most of the music is coming through him. I'm sending him how this sound, everything. He's putting it together. Once we get the verses, he does a lot of that, for he can free me up to do this. I just like throw an idea at him, and he like, this how I go. And then we'll come up with something else, or he'll change it, he'll do something like this. So I like it like this, and he might give it to me a couple times and it come the way I like it. So you know what I'm saying? It just worked better like that. We, like me and you, we met each other business, you know what I'm saying? And we built a relationship, and it's better than, cause I'm gonna look at you different, like, you know what I'm saying, if you already my family, and it's gonna cause friction. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause you got to make difficult decisions when you're dealing with family, and it's gonna make stuff uncomfortable. So I learned from now not to do a lot of business with family. Now Hayes is my cousin, DJ Hayes, but Hayes had to go off and be DJ Hayes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that made sense to you. He had to go off and be DJ Hayes, and then when he came back being DJ Hayes, he became my cousin again. You know what I'm saying? So he came back as his full man, full established, everything, because he couldn't be my little cousin, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and try to do him. So he had to be him. I had to understand that too, because that would have caused conflict. Like, man, it's my cousin, why he ain't with me? But then I'd be like, you know what? He's gonna make it, he's coming back, and now everything we do is better. You know what I'm saying? It's better. We gotta understand he got his own situation, I got my situation, and we make it bigger.
Yeah, y'all work together, and y'all bring it together, so yeah. That's how it's supposed to be, man. Like, who chooses the artist to put them together? That's all you?
No, it'd be both of us. I mean, he might hear somebody he like, or I might just throw an idea like, first of all, name of the album is called My Mama Was a Candy Lady. My mama was a hustler. That's why I'm a hustler. That's Marc Raine. You know what I'm saying? Even on my dad, his whole family, they all just hard workers. So it's called My Mama the Candy Lady. And like, even with the first record, it's called I Ain't Average. And I feel like nobody's average. You know what I'm saying? Don't be average. Don't settle for average. Be great. You know what I'm saying? Dare yourself to be great every day. And I seen some artists working, and I said, I like them. I said, hey, let's see how they rock. And we ran with that lineup, and we said, I don't know, we might change this. So we just sitting on it and just letting it marinate. And he like, well, let me try this on it. And you know what I'm saying? Me and him, perfect combination. He's so laid back and he chill. I'm kind of the opposite. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't pay me no attention. Like, oh, he just Marc being Marc. So it's just a perfect combination. He don't pay me no attention. Shout out to, man, Augusta, Georgia, man, the whole city. A lot of people might say we're a crab city, but we just like any other city, man. Everybody just fighting. Everybody fighting to survive. Everybody fighting to feed their families. Everybody just fighting to be great. Everybody just, you know what I'm saying, just doing their best to accomplish all their goals, man. And it really ain't no crab city, man. Just people just striving, and people striving in different ways. Just because somebody not dealing with you, or you're not dealing with them on that level, don't mean they dislike you or don't want to see you be successful. It's just that they're doing their own thing now. And maybe y'all might meet up at the end, or maybe they rooting you on from afar. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my parents and my wife and the whole Raine for Days, man. And shout out to J.Paul for putting me on my first movie, man. Marc Raine. Man, just shout out to everybody who just come to all our events and just support Raine for Days, man. And just shout out to all the artists. Just keep on working, man. You're going to break through, man. I promise you, just keep working and doing what you're supposed to do, man. And my favorite line I end everything with, or wake up with every morning, God is amazing, man. Stay strong.